Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone! Before anything else, let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Alfi Soraya,
And I'm Adinda Zalwa Ramadani Fatah,
and we're from Kesatuan Bahasa School Yogyakarta. And now we would like to present our project. It's called Paddy Pad, or extractions of cellulose and silica from rice husk as basic materials of environmentally friendly sanitary pad. You might be wondering, why do we make Paddy Pad, right? So the main reason is because of the Indonesian's population. 2022, Indonesian population was recorded at this, and 49.52% of this number is such a female population. And by the way, Indonesia is ranked 4th on the category of the most populous country in the world, Zalwa.
And since sanitary pad is such a primary need for a woman, when the population of women is increasing, the use of sanitary pads are also increased. Maybe most of people still don't know if sanitary pads are harmful for our environment. Sanitary pads needs around 200 until 800 years to decompose, and the contents of the sanitary pads called SAP can cause toxic shock syndrome.
And back to our main reason, most of people in Indonesia eat rice, right? As an everyday meal. They even eat rice with instant noodle.
You just did it.
Shh. And the process from paddy to become rice, it's producing waste, and the waste is called rice husk, and it contains cellulose and silica that can be utilized as a basic materials of environmentally friendly sanitary pad. And this is the method on the making of Paddy Pad.
Wait, before we go to the method, I have a lot of questions about this research. First, we already know that cellulose of rice husk is for making bioplastic, and then the silica of the rice husk is for making the SAP. But how to make it? And then, what is the best composition of making the Paddy Pad to keep it safe? And then you say that we want to make environmentally friendly pads, right?
Yeah.
Then, how long it will decompose?
That's why we have to do the research to know the effectiveness and procedure of silica and cellulose found in rice husk to make SAP and bioplastic to create environmentally friendly sanitary pad components.
Okay, let's move on to the method.
Okay. This is the process of making the bioplastic. First of all, after you got the rice husk, clean it and dry it to anticipate the presence of grapes, stems, and leaves. And after it already dry, you can grate it. We use blender to make it easier. It takes only 15 until 20 minutes to make it smooth.
Then, making the pulp. This process is the most complicated process, trust me. This process is for extract the cellulose. That's why it's hard, but it's so
Important.
And then, if you failed in this process, you will fail also in the next step. It's blazing step.
Now, we'll tell you more detail about these two steps. First is the lignification. In this process, 7 grams of rice husks are heated with 200 ml NaOH 4% for reducing the level of stiffness in the husk and have miscellaneous decay. While in this process, 2 grams of the lignification process are being heated with 36 ml of HCl 0.2%. It's still leaving only cellulose on the husk.
Next is bleach. This process is to whitening the color of rice husk with 100 ml of NaOCl 12% and wait until it changes. It around 4 hours. And don't forget to rinse it with 50 ml aqua dash and dry it to remove the chlorine. And then take the 2 grams of bleached rice husk heated with 100 ml of aqua dash for 45 minutes and until pulp is formed.
Okay, in this step, 0.5 gram pulp that we have made is added with 3 ml of glycerol to increase the flexibility and the elasticity. And we make another mixture that is 1.5 gram of ketosan mixed with 9 ml of acetic acid. It's to increase the tensile elongation of the bioplastic. Mix those two mixture and place it on oven at 100 degrees Celsius for 2 hours.
After 2 hours, take off the bioplastic from the tray and soak it with 100 ml NaOH 2% to increase the tensile elongation of bioplastic. Then dry it, and then finally, bioplastic from rice husk is formed.
Move on to the next step is making the SAP. In this process is a little bit different because we use rice husk S, and the first step is sieving. Again, is to anticipate the presence of gravel and leaves in a rice husk S. And The second step is 10 grams of rice husk are heated at the temperature 80 degrees Celsius with 16 ml of NaOH 4% to extract the silica from the rice husk. And to form the silica gel, the filtrate must be added with HCl 1 molar until the pH turns into 7.
After that, wait for 18 hours in the room temperature. Then to make the gel, all you need is only oven it at 100 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Then, finally, SAP are formed!
Because we already done making the SAP and also the bioplastic, it's time for us to test them. First is absorbent types for the SAP. We prepared 4 samples for this, which are the usual pads, Paddy Pad with 14 grams of SAP, Paddy Pad with 19 grams of SAP, and last one is Paddy Pad with 34 grams of SAP. Then we add 5 ml of liquid periodically to know how much ml of water it will absorb. And this is the data.
For bioplastic, we did water resistant test and Paddy Pad bioplastic can hold 35 ml of liquid.
Use soil burial method. We break the plastic of the usual pad and also the bioplastic of Paddy Pad. And not only that, we did biodegradable tests as well. We compared them, and it turns out that bioplastic from Paddy Pad decomposed faster. It only took 3 days, and it looks already like a gel.
We also did durability test and Paddy Pad can hold 60 grams of water. So, Paddy Pad, bioplastic and SAP are
approved! In conclusion, Paddy Pad is effective to be used, and the most proper composition of Paddy Pad is with 14 gram SAP because it can increase the level of absorbing liquid until 25% than the usual pads. And
Paddy Pad is definitely environmentally friendly. According to the test that we've done, that Paddy Pad decomposes faster than the usual pad. In addition, Paddy Pad is more strength and better than the usual pad. I would like to thank to
Miss Yohan,
Prof. Nur,
and Miss Ani.
as our beloved supervisor.
I'm Alfi Soraya.
I'm Adinda Zalwa.
Thank you. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice day.